So hello everyone, welcome to my stream. So again, we'll be streaming art today, and likewise previously we did, traditionally I was using that different camera to draw on the sheet, but now I'm thinking that we'll be doing with the tablet. Now I'll be drawing directly on my tablet, and you can view it in the Photoshop. We'll be using Photoshop today, and let's see how it goes. And the topic is same Road to Blizzard. We are going to discover more characters and try to see how much new things we'll try to see. And I will try to sketch things up and see if I just come up with good ideas. In my previous stream I did come up with some good ideas. I'll be using them later on to finalize some characters, but let's just start and see how it goes. Let me just set up my dashboard first. Just wait a minute. Perfecto. So let's get started. I hope. Okay, now I think it's good. Let me just set it up. Perfect. So now, the sheet that I've taken is A5 size, and we are using Photoshop CC19, and it's a good version. So let's just see. Let me just remove this ruler. We don't need it. Okay. And how I usually draw is, whenever I'm drawing, I make my canvas full size like this, so that I don't have anything else to look other than my canvas. But for some reason this so that's how I usually work. This is Photoshop, but I like to work like this, having a full complete white sheet. By the way, let me again write it here. It's Photoshop CC19. Okay, so let's just get this started, and I won't be using this much area, so let me keep that in mind. Okay, so let me just get some perfect color. I usually try to draw with any different color other than black or gray. I mean, that's the beauty of using digital software. You have a lot of options, you have a lot of colors to choose from. So why just stick with single color? So I think there are a lot of colors to choose from here, so let's just use any different one. I usually go with pink or something. So I'll use a shade of the pink, and I think it's good enough. Let's use a little lighter of it, more lighter and dark. I think it's good. Yes, this will do. So let's just at full screen. I use eraser as well, and let me get this to this size. Let's reduce the size. Perfect. So now we have a brush. I can just get my keyboard. Perfect. Now we're all set. More thin. Yes. So now let's just get started. Or how about let's just do directly coloring at start. I think that will look much better. So let's just take a pressure sensitive brush like this, and let's just use a gray, and let's just use opacity control. Yep, this is perfect. So what I usually do is I draw like this any character that I want to draw. Suppose a skull. I just do like this. So once this is done, what I do, I just increase the brush size, just keep keep this in mind, guys. I am not changing layers now. I am just on the same layer, and I then start filling the color. And first thing that I do, I usually work in grayscale actually at first. And then I start adding shades. It's all in the pressure when I'm doing it. So let me just scroll this up and see if it's capturing. Perfect. So I put all the colors that I like. All the depth that the skull is going to have. And once you're done with that, you can pick colors from here, and then you can use that to your advantage, like this. Create something. This keyboard is making a lot of sound. So I think that's how I usually go ahead. Now all the dark black areas, I'm trying to make it better. Let me just decrease the size and pick the right color. So we are actually working in zoomed out space. Okay. I think these eyes need to look, for some reason I'm not picking the color perfectly. And let's just decrease this opacity as well to 50. So now it's much better. So you start adding all the things that Let's just get a pressure size controlled brush as well. So that's how we usually progress. It's just it's when you before start, so you try to do it like this at the start to make as much. So let's just get a lighter tone as well here. These lighter tone will be used. So now we can use a hard brush, this one, to get some hard edges. So it's a time taking process, but it's good. Now you can create the shape that you want. So the hard brushes actually add to the the overall look of the skull. So as you keep on progressing, the shape will come in. And I'm doing directly from, from imagination. I'm not using any references to see how the light is coming. I'm trying to remember how a skull usually appears. So that way it's not a study. It's actually, I'm doing it by memory at the moment. It's all because of this. I'm not okay. Yep. So now when you're done, you can decrease the size of the brush, and now you can go for fine lines. How better some more fine lines will add to the overall design form of the skull. See, now it's coming in. Now the shape is actually coming in. I'm trying to visualize as much as possible of how a skull should look like. So it's a time-taking process, but it does come out. Let me just take this and put it here to show that there is something behind. Okay, and let me just put some teeth over here. Let's just put more teeth. See, it takes time, but eventually you will realize that what you're doing is going to, going to become something. So at start it actually looked like what's happening, we have no idea, but then so it's all about adding the values. Till now it's not much, the values are not, the values are actually when you turn any picture into grayscale, how each color looks, how vibrant a color is, and how it looks are more brighter compared to some color which are darker. So that's how values work. Okay, we're actually looking forward to light is coming from this direction, so let's just add more shadow to this side. Okay, just make it more So let's just for the teeth. Now we need to take a thinner brush. I've decreased the size, and I'm trying to create some teeth shapes right here. So this will add to the value of this character. So now adding these details will actually enhance the overall look. Now we'll be adding some details. Okay. So now let's take some white and put some white over here and there. Let's just give him something in the eyes. Something is happening. So let's just add more values. We are just adding an outline. This won't be we won't be outlining this. We're just adding it for our support. We're just adding it so that we know where everything is going. So it helps in that way. Increase the size, give some more lines. I think there is a line over here and a skull. But I think it's missing a lot of white, so let's add some white. I think that will add to the real look. And now what we'll do, we'll just take this color and try to merge it. So merging is nothing, we are just picking the color from between and doing it. So I'm just using a hard brush to make this painting look more painterly. People do use soft brush, but it makes the look makes the painting look more airbrushy. I don't like that look, so I avoid using it. I do use it, but some of the time, to add some value to the art. Okay. See, now it's coming. So I think we are somewhere. So let's just use some soft brush to show you how a soft brush will look. So what does a soft brush do? It actually softens everything. So we do use it, but not much. We do use it to highlight the area that we want. I think the nose needs to be here. I have put the nose at the wrong position. It needs to be here. This needs to be here. So I think this did turn out good. So let me just do something. Let's take a hard brush and let's add some lines. Let's give a heart shape with this, So it's all being done directly. Nothing, no reference, as you can see. That's why I'm missing a lot of how a light is supposed to pass on the character. So I think this is quite something. It doesn't look that good actually, but yeah, that's how the process works. Let me just get another layer and let me just do another one quickly. So let's just just take this color. Okay, let's just try to create something else as well. So this is what we have here. Let's take it on another layer. Let's fill it with color. We are trying to create something demonic, a demonic horse maybe. So it works like this. Okay, so we did create something. Let's just wait. Let me come back. Let me check something. Desktop audio. This. Let me just open a file for you guys so that you can see it. Let's just open this file for you. Just take a look at it for a moment. I'll be back. So yeah, just wait a minute guys, let me just check something. Maybe forgetting a setting. Perfect. So we are back. Apologies for the delay, guys. So let's just get started. Where was I? Let's create something. This. Okay, no. I think we should again use the same brush. So we have, let's just use this. Just create something first. Let me increase the size of the canvas and let's, make something. So I think we're trying to create something, a lady with a crown perhaps. So once you have your drawing straight, what you can do is you can just, go into the coloring part. So now let me just decrease these to 50 and let me just start adding some shade, overall shade to the this part. I think this would need a lot of shade, and maybe this too. Yeah, I think it's good. So now what I can do, just take these lines, so now little eye. So I'm starting with the details first. Just add more here. So we are trying to, let's make the nose a little bigger. It looks too small. Perfect. So now these lips, let's add a little light to them. We are starting with the details so the character actually turns out good. So we started with the detail. Now we didn't need it, this portion. We have to erase it. So this is how I usually approach a concept, She has some black clothing down her neck, Let's just add more. And this does look good. I think a silvery textury thing. She's wearing something. And let's just add some black hair. Let's just add some black hair down here. So I think we can add more white to this portion. So I'm just, thinking of choices while drawing it. It's again from imagination. Okay, and I think this should be much smaller compared to how big it does look. So I'll just use a brush to, cut this off. Okay, and I think this, yep, perfect. So now let's add more. Now let's, again, I needed more lines. So what I'll do, I'll just, keep creating this character till here. So I'm just creating armor, thinking like, we just, winging it or what we can draw. So let's just add some shade to this part as well. And instead, if you keep picking your brush while doing it, the color will, come unevenly. So do it with a single stroke, wherever you want it, just do it. And do it like this over here. I think this does add to the metal texture. Let's just, decrease this. And how about we add some, some cape to this character. Let's add a cape. This is a holder behind her shoulder and holder behind her shoulder like this, and this holder is holding the cape actually like this. So it's quite further, not just directly attached to her shoulder like Superman's. It's different. So let's just do it like that. Let's just take a darker shade for this. Good enough. So let's just add more value. Now let's just fix, I think it's all about face when you're drawing a character. So let's just fix her face a bit. Let's just give her the detail that she needs. Let's add so we are trying to create a cow, and I think our ear should be like this, pointing out above. And that gives a sort of let's just decrease this. Let's just add more thin lines here, and let's just complete this with this shape. So we are just trying to create a character just like that. We're not taking much thinking while doing it. Let's just add more details to our armor now to show it. I think on this side of the arm won't be able to see because the angle is quite low. So if there's a low angle, you won't be able to see the other side of the, there's the harness for the cape, it won't be visible. So we have to keep considering the angles when we draw a character. So if you're making it's somewhat not actually a low angle, but somewhat. So we are trying to see. So let's just zoom in and do some details on her face first. Okay, I think it needs a little more black over here. Because it's all in the face, so we are trying to create the face first. Every character that you create, you should be more focused on how good the face looks, because at the end it all comes down to the face. You should be always focused on creating something that looks so let's just add more. We are trying to add details to this character. I think we have added more than sufficient details at the moment for the face, and it will look more, see, it's looking more vibrant. So now let's move away from the face and let's just add little shades if you want to the face. Let's just take this and just create the armor. She's like I mentioned at the start, she's wearing a helmet, so we are trying to create that now. Let's keep some black hairs in between to keep the consistency going. So that's how I usually do it. And let's just add more. like this. So that's how I usually go ahead and create a concept. I didn't take any reference for that. It's, what I've been observing these days. So it just came down from that. So let's just keep creating. Let's see how it's going. I think there should be a bun at the back of her head. What do you say? Should there be a bun? I think there should be a bun. To give her that, because she has long hairs, and there should be a bun. So I think we are pretty much done with the face, somewhat done. So I think let's clean the armor now. Now it looks much better. Let's just add this thick black color to her outfit as well. This will really add some, character to the overall image, because the lower image has no values. As you can see, it has no values. So let's add some value to that. And I think instead of doing this, let's just, take it like this. We have to keep the angle in mind while doing this. So I think this should be also black, because that's how the armor is arranged. And here as well, it should be black. So let's just take this. So it does take time, but it's a rewarding process. At the end, you'll be happy with what you have created. So I think it all comes down to that. Okay, let's just take some thick black line. And over here to show you. Okay, and let's just add, for if you're in a bit of interest, let's add small. So this is like a chainmail. She's wearing this chainmail that soldiers usually wear. And here it is. So it will add to the overall character. I think there should also be some shadow here as well. Right. So I think we did create a great character right over here. Very happy, and she does look good. I think the shoulder could use some, a shoulder pad or something right over here. We could use something like that, to enhance the overall visual. This will add to the interest. And the neck could be more thicker. Or not. So we can correct some of the anatomy. That's the fun part. So we can try. We indeed can try. Just copy this card and add this. Perfect. So I think this is good. This is good for the start. Let's just try to do one more on the right side of this character. How about we move? We can, what happened? Okay, let me just, use this. Okay. Now let's do another angle of this character. So she did turn out fine, so I think we can do I can think we can do more. Let's give her those elf ears. Let's make them more clear now. And let's, provide that helmet. Let's make these things more bigger, more stylized, to make her look more menacing. The hairs are like this. So it's we're discovering the character, so we can obviously, modify the overall look of the character. Let's, keep them so big like this, so stylized, Why? Imagination is the limit right over here. So why limit us? So why should we limit us? I think we should never. Just make them exaggerated too much, Let's just keep it like this. I think this is a much better version of the simple character. And let's just, now use the color. We are trying to add some values to the character now. Ooh. So we are doing good. I think I'm enjoying this second character that I just created. Yep, this looks much menacing. So let's just keep it that way. So like always, let's just add some details to the face. Let's just zoom in, or maybe not zoom in, and let's just try to. Okay. There is some background issues going on. So let's just decrease the overall input of the audio. Is it coming now? Is it better? Better? Is it better? The audio is better. I think it's much better now. So let's just use it this way. Where's the pen? Okay, here it is. Guys, focus. 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 Perfect. Focus. Focused. So guys, let's just add the details. Now it looks much better. Let's add more. This should be black as she's wearing this. And this shows. So I'm using a brush pressure right now because it helps a lot to paint. Instead of keep changing the brush, you can apply with the much less pressure and you get better results. So let's just add the hair patch. We can make it much lesser. Now it's looking much better. So let's just apply this. So she looks more intimidating. Your Instagram link doesn't work, the big one. Okay, yeah, apologies, LimeX Live, but welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a great day so far. Yeah, I saw the link is not working, but yeah, I'll just write it for you. This is the link. If you are, this is the link. Instagram.com. Yep. This is the link right there. If there's the link, so you can just check. Thank you, but thanks for joining LimeX Live. I hope you're having a great day so far. Welcome to the stream, and I'm just practicing drawing a character, so I hope you will enjoy watching this and it will be worth your time. So I'll just try, I'm just trying here. So let's just get started. But this stylized version looks much better compared to the one on the right. So let's just do this. And yep. So it's the same character, but it does look more better. Has some separate appeal to her. So let's just add more armor, more like this, and I think a blackie over here would look much better. Yep. I think that's how I'm adding the value. So this is how the value is being added. Otherwise, if I just leave this gray, it won't look that good. So let me just keep adding the value. Yep. And I think here as well, I should add some value. Perfect. And I think this portion should be a little more black compared to not this much. I think this should be black and this should be black. So now we have selected which portions are going to be black and it's looking good to me. And let's just, take this line over here. So it's all about adding the good lighting. Trying to add good lighting here. Wow. Good. I think we should go back to the face again, and now we should add some serious details now. We should add some serious details now. Like this. Yep. That's what I meant by serious details, Eyelashes. Eyelashes are the serious details. Our character looks much more powerful when, you have your eyes. Let's just add this gray as the eye. This gray is the just use these. Perfect. Now let's just make this as well. So I think nostrils are perfectly done. So I'm happy with it, but I think a good lighting to the nose will actually give it a better look. So for the good lighting, let me just, do this. I think it doesn't look that nice, so let me just add it here only. Yep. And let's add some shade here. And let's just, do with the lips. And I think this does need a little shading over here. Whoops. Okay, I might have to end this stream. I have somewhere else to go now. Some work just came up. So I think it does look quite good. Should I provide these? And should I provide these as well? Yep, I think I'm done. I have to go somewhere, guys, so I'll be ending the stream now. This is what we have created, and it does look good. So thanks for joining in. Have a great day, guys. I'll just end the stream. I have somewhere else to go. It just came up. I was about to stream 1 more hour, but I wasn't expecting this work to just come up right away. But it just come off. Let me just see if it's still there. Okay. What's the name? Okay. So I'll just have to end the stream now. Thanks for joining, guys. Have a great day, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I did enjoy, creating these characters today. I'll be streaming again, maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow, but Saturday it is. So I'll be just signing off now. Have a great day, and I enjoyed doing this stream. Have fun, guys. Bye bye.